Today I want to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and it has passed the $1 billion mark in worldwide takes. Now, this has taken the film less than a month, as it opened in theatres on April 5th. I myself did take my family to go see it, and me and both my children absolutely loved the movie. It was great to watch, just fun family entertainment. But it has not taken long for it to pass the $1 billion mark. I don't think this has come as a surprise to anyone, considering how well the movie was doing when it was first released. I think it was the biggest opening weekend for an animated movie. It's been at the #1 spot since it's opened. No one's been able to take it off. I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will take off the #1 spot when that's released. But I don't think the movie will slow down just yet. As it says here on Polygon, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a massive hit less than a month after its release. The Nintendo mascot's first animated movie has cost $1 billion at the box office, making it the first video game adaptation to cross that impressive benchmark. The film from Nintendo and Illumination debuted on April 5th and raked in more than $204 million at the domestic box office in its first 5 days of release, with $146 million of that coming over the usual Friday to Sunday period. These impressive goals give Super Mario Bros. Movie the second highest 3-day weekend opening of any animated movie domestically, behind Incredibles 2's $182 million. The film did even better internationally, becoming the biggest global animated movie opening of all time, with $377 million over the 5-day window, breaking Frozen 2's record of $358 million. So I can't imagine Disney is going to be happy with Illumination and Nintendo's Mario taking away the record of Frozen 2 for highest opening box office, especially when Mario is up there with one of the most recognisable mascots with Mickey Mouse. I mean, I don't think there's many people who wouldn't know who Mario is, just like there was not many people who doesn't know who Mickey Mouse is. Super Mario Bros. Movie is also the biggest release of 2023 to date, besting Disney and Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, a movie that seemed to be a bit of a disappointment for a superhero franchise juggernaut. I mean, a bit of a disappointment is, I think, a bit of an understatement for how underperformed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania did. It was not the Kickstarter Phase 5 Disney and Marvel were hoping it would be. While Illumination is no stranger to massive openings and box office success, having previously produced the Despicable Me and Minion movies, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is now the biggest debut in the Universal-owned animation studio's history. Illumination had a couple of billion-dollar hits in the past, with both Despicable Me 3 and the original Minions, but Mario is quickly approaching the title of the studio's biggest movie. And I do think it will get there. If we have a look on the highest grossing animated movies, as you can see, the Lion King remake is #1, although Disney calls it a live action movie. I don't know why, but it's fully CGI'd. But that's at #1 with 1.65 billion, Frozen 2 at #2 with 1.4 billion, and Frozen #3 with almost 1.3 billion. The Mario Bros. Movie is currently at number 11 with just over a billion, and it only opened in Japan and South Korea on Friday just gone, so those markets are still fresh. I know plenty of people that have either not seen it yet but want to take their kids to go see it. I know plenty of people that's seen it more than once and are planning on seeing it again. So I don't think the movie's going to slow down anytime soon. I mean, the #5 spot is Minions at 1.15 billion, and I do think the Mario Brothers will take that. I think it will enter the top 3. I think it will take Frozen's place, but whether it gets as high as Frozen 2 or The Lion King remains to be seen. So I think when box office takings are all done, it will be in the top 3 animated movies of all time. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is the first movie in 2023 to take over $1 billion. Who knows which other movies will get there, if any, this year. There's this other article on it here. Box office results. Super Mario passes $1 billion worldwide. The money machine that won't stop continues to dominate the box office results domestically and abroad. In its 4th weekend, the Super Mario Bros. Movie collected $40 million, a drop of just 30%, to raise its domestic total to $490 million. Its weekend total also marks the 4th best weekend for an animated film ever, besting previous record holder The Incredibles 2, 28.2 million. So again, that's another record it's taken off Disney. Disney cannot be happy with how well this movie is doing. Disney's had the highest of standards for animated family movies for a long time, but recently they've seen that slip. Lightyear, Strange Worlds, the movies are bringing out aren't appealing to family audiences anymore, and they're losing money. And this film has showed that there is still a market and a want for fun family films, just to be entertaining and not have any political undertones or agendas. Just good, wholesome family movies. Less than a month for the Mario Brothers to take $1 billion, and I can't see this being Illumination and Nintendo's only film going forward. I think Nintendo will now be going ahead with making other movies. I think it's quite fitting that in 1993 the original Mario Brothers movie was the first video game movie to be made. I know a lot of people dislike the movie. Personally, I am unironically a fan of the movie. I do own it on Blu-ray. I think it's a great film. Is it a great Mario film? Not really, but it is a great film. I do love it. But with that being the first video game movie, I think it's fitting that the first video game movie to break the $1 billion mark is the Super Mario Bros. Again. But this time it's being received much better to what the 1983 movie did. So who knows when this film will stop making money. Like I say, it has only just opened in Japan and South Korea, so I'm sure it will take a lot of money over there over the next few weeks, and we'll see where it ends up in the highest animated movies of all time. What did you think of the Mario movie? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it will enter the top 3 of highest animated movies? Do let me know in the comments below. And that's all from me. I'm off to make a fresh cup of tea.